We lost. We need to bounce back on Thursday. And we will bounce back on Thursday. Because I am sure that 2 defeats in a row is going to be a really hard thing for this club to achieve. On Thursday, we need the win. On Thursday, we will win. Because we can consolidate that Europa Conference League position. We can get and, advance even more into the first position of our table, which is obviously AS Roma, Zorya Luhansk, Bodo Glimt and CSKA Sofia. So a win on Thursday not only will be good as a reputation for everyone, it will be good because Roma can consolidate the position, the first position in the Europa Conference League, and hypothetically focus about the Serie A and the Coppa Italia more. But what I'm saying is that the match on Thursday needs to be won and not underestimated. Roma will start as favourites, but I think it's gonna be hard in a completely different country, far away from Italy. They're playing on Thursday, they're probably coming back to Rome on Friday, they'll have one day to rest, and then on Sunday they play again. That is just the negative part of all these competitions, okay? But we win on Thursday and we consolidate the position in the table of the Europa Conference League. Today, ladies and gentlemen, approaching Thursday's match, me and Alex will say our predicted starting 11 for the match. And tomorrow there will be Mourinho's press conference analysis / reaction. Now, you can see my predicted 11. In my opinion, a big factor of this match is called change. Because I think Mourinho will change many players, and you will see this when I say out loud my predicted 11. You will see this, okay? You will see that, in my opinion, Mourinho will change a lot of stuff. But on the other hand, I think Mourinho will keep some top players there because I don't think the reserve players have enough responsibility to carry the team on their shoulders by themselves without laying upon some top players. For example, in my predicted 11, I think Rui Patricio, Mancini, Smalling, Pellegrini and Shomurodov, which are top players, will start. The rest, in my opinion, will be changes. Now, let's look at let's have a look at my predicted 11, because I'm putting Rui Patricio, no further explanation. He could have done a teeny tiny bit better against Lazio, but at the end of the day, he saved us many times. He will be the starting goalkeeper. He is the key goalkeeper. So Rui Patricio will start without a doubt, in my opinion. But that's he's a top player, but that's not a new thing. You can't start Fuzzato. I'm not saying Fuzzato's not good, but starting Fuzzato means that you do not care about this tournament whatsoever. And Roma need to care about this, because this tournament is a real objective for this club this season. Okay, it might not be the Champions League, but it is definitely something AS Roma can achieve and win, and it would be great. I'm not gonna lie. Now, the 4 defenders, in my opinion, will be Karsdorp, because, once again, Reynolds can start. In fact, I won't get surprised if Reynolds starts, but Reynolds needs to improve a lot. He is coming from a completely different league, the American league, from a completely different country. He needs to improve, and I don't think the improvements he had up to now convince Mourinho. So Karsdorp will start for me. Calafiori will start on the left, because Vigna was atrocious against Lazio. We could tell that he wasn't 100% fit. So Calafiori will start. Great potentials, and I think if he plays well, he can bag an incredible assist, even a goal, like he did against Udinese. Yes, he's not great at defending, but neither is Vigna, to be fair. Now, my 2 centre backs, I'm keeping stuff very simple here. Mourinho might start Kumbula here. We don't need to get surprised if Mourinho starts Kumbula. But at the same time, I don't think Mourinho will. we can see Kumbula and Ibanez, two unexperienced players, centre-backs, playing together. We can see academy players starting. But I went simple here because we've seen what Roma's defense is like lately. And to sort these things, I think you need two players, which are the most experienced players, Smalling and Mancini, which in my opinion will show everyone how to play. Now, let's get Alex on for a sec. Hi, mate.
Where is my video? I can't even see myself now. Come on. Am I close? Okay, let's see. There we go.
How are you, mate?
Good, but I think I'm blurry.
It's fine. No worries.
Are we live already?
Yeah, we are. We are indeed.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there you go. Okay, viewers. Hold on, let me clean this up a little.
Okay.
There you go. A lot better now.
Yeah, it's, we lost on Sunday. We gotta bounce back. It is key.
I'm mad about it. I'm upset about it.
Yeah, everyone's upset. We can't do anything about it though, It's the past now. Now we have to think about the future. On Thursday, I mean, there are people who think that this tournament is, bullshit. Who cares about the Europa Conference League? But I do actually think this is and can be the real objective for this club this season, because they have potentials of winning the Europa Conference League if they play well. So, it's not the Champions League, it's not the Europa League, but it is still an international trophy, which I think, matches like against Zorya Luhansk can be, in a way, underestimated. Roma are the favourites. But at the same time, I think concentration is key in these matches.
Absolutely.
Do you think it'll be...
Someone is ringing. Who's that? Let's see.
No problem, mate. Take your time.
All right.
Right, so, Alex, we'll sort out the call, but in the meantime, I was going through the defenders and, talking about the defensive midfielders. I think this is where the majority of the change will happen. I think both Diawara and Villar will play. Now, we've seen this against, what was their name? CSKA Sofia. And they weren't great. But the big reason why they weren't great, in my opinion, is not because they are not good. It's because they didn't have much experience up to now, right? So, more experience. Right, Alex is back. Let's get him back on. Right, there we go, mate.
All right. I saw something called the green room. Did you create a green room? That's pretty cool.
I didn't do anything, mate, to be fair.
Okay. Just something showed, hey, you're in the green room, Okay.
So, yeah.
So let's go for it.
This match doesn't need to be underestimated, in my opinion. And I am going to start off with my defense. And then you go with yours, and then we proceed. So I think Rui Patricio will start. No further explanation when it comes to that. I think Rui Patricio will start. And the defense, in my opinion, will have some changes. But at the same time, I do think some top players will start. Karsdorp will start. Mancini and Smalling will start, in my opinion. And Calafiori will start. Because I think, Mourinho can start players like Kumbula in defense. But at the same time, the defense has been shit lately, so we need experienced players to get that reputation with fans when it comes to defense back going. So I think those will be my four defenders. A few changes. Calafiori instead of Vigna. I think Vigna was atrocious against Lazio. And Calafiori, if he plays well, he can bag the assists, maybe the goals. But, we can say that Calafiori doesn't defend, but nor does Vigna. So, I think I'd start Calafiori. And then, as I said before, Smalling and Mancini as my two centre-backs in Karsdorp. This is my defence. Well, what would yours look like?
Well, Rui Patricio in goal. Although I think it will be fair to give whoever our second goalkeeper is,
Fusato.
there Fusato. There you go. It will be fair to give him a chance. While Rui Patricio could rest a little bit, but I will go with a more solid option, Rui Patricio. And my defense would be Karsdorp, Kambula, Smalling, and Vinia.
That's cool because Kambula didn't
Yes.
play many matches, so interesting.
Yes. So I think that's what I'll be saying. Vinia back from injury, more stability, more continuity. Karsdorp, fair enough. But it would be nice to see Reynolds, though. It would be nice. I mean, I've been hearing rumors that he's going to be leaving in January on loan. But let's see, Ryan Reynolds, and let's see what he could do. But yeah, my defense is Karsdorp, Kambula, Smalling, and Vinia.
Yeah, to be fair, I won't be surprised if Mourinho starts, Reynolds and Kambula, because at the end of the day, come on, we need to win on Thursday. Who the hell
Absolutely.
is Zorya Luhansk? No offense to any Zorya Luhansk fan, but,
They're good. They're good. Zoya Luhansk, they're a good team. I believe they are a Ukrainian team because the word Luhansk, which
Yeah,
is
they
also
are.
called Lugansk, they're a Ukrainian team. There you go. Yeah.
And fun fact about Zorya Luhansk, or whatever the name is, they actually won against Leicester last season in the Europa League. So that can cause some troubles, but
Do not underestimate them.
yeah. And right, center midfielders, the defensive midfielders, for me, this is where the majority of the change will happen. I think
Okay.
Veretout and Cristante looked extremely tired on Sunday, and in general, they look tired and they look nervous. I'm not sure why, but every time they lose the ball, they start moaning with the referee and everything. So I think they need a match where they need to rest, let Villar and Diawara play. In fact, these two players are the players which will start, in my opinion. And yes, it could be said that, we've seen Villar and Diawara play together in the Europa Conference League against CSKA Sofia, and they weren't great. But in my opinion, it's not like they weren't good because they do not have the capacities to be good. It's just that we've seen Mourinho starting Veretout and Cristante every single match. They didn't have much minutes in their legs. They need to start impressing Mourinho. If Diawara becomes more aggressive, I highly think Mourinho will consider him instead of Cristante next to Veretout. This will only happen if Diawara becomes more aggressive. So Villar and Diawara are my two centre mids.
I would go with Diawara, as you say, and Cristante. Those are my picks. Mainly because it creates room for Diawara to be more explosive, explore. Cristante could come back and they could switch that up. It may be a little bit. It could also help the solidity at the back line, having two people who are defensive, minded to be at that core of the defense because our defense needs help. So two defensive midfielders sort of could help out. So yeah, Diawara and Cristante.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise. I mean, you didn't predict Villar starting. I do think Villar will start, but I'm not gonna blame you at all because I don't think Mourinho likes Villar at all.
It's not about likeness. To be fair, I think it's what you do in training. Really, and I think I was watching a Lampard show with Joe Cole yesterday, whereby I think they kept on saying, if you don't do well in training, there is no way you're going to get a place in a Mourinho team on match day. The only person who was sort of shit and managed that was Eden Hazard. Was the only person who was hopeless in training but performed on match day. And that is what all coaches have known him for. But pretty much no one else could get away with that. So I just think, again, and you may be right, let's rest the boys a little bit. But again, I think Mourinho will want to put in, some of the leaders in there to sort of, push and give more structure to the team. So,
So we both agree that Veretout will rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%. Right, so moving on to the attacking midfielders, I actually went with Corles Perez on the right
Okay.
because he's got subbed in against Lazio and, he had his chances. And then I'm going to put Shomurodov on the left because, once again, we've seen that bond, Corles Perez-Shomurodov, at the end of the derby, and it did work well. Shomurodov, in fact, I'm going to call it right here. Shomurodov will score on Thursday. Big statement, but I do think it will happen. And then in the middle, I think I'm going to surprise you because I actually went with Pellegrini. Now, I'm not sure if you predicted Pellegrini, but I think Mourinho will not rest Pellegrini for the simple fact that Pellegrini does not need to break the rhythm he's on. He rested against Lazio. If he not rested,
Correct.
he was, he got a red against Lazio. He couldn't play. If you rest this match, there are serious chances that that Pellegrini can break the rhythm, and then, for example, on Sunday against Empoli, he doesn't perform well. That's the main reason of why Pellegrini will start on Thursday for me.
I totally agree with Pellegrini, and this is my call, my pick. It's gonna be Perez, Pellegrini, El Shaarawy.
Ah, cool. So
There you go. Yep, those are my three picks. Again, you're spot on Perez, spot on Pellegrini. I think Shomurodov will be up front in place of. I think Shomurodov will be up front in place of Abraham, which creates the room for El Shaarawy to be there. Abraham has been misfiring up front, so the Uzbekistan dynamite will take his place.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Borja Mayoral up front. I'm not gonna lie. I think
he will come in as a sub. I think he will be a substitute.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be a surprise. But I think if Borja Mayoral repeats the season he had with Fonseca, aka getting subbed in and scoring, he can have a good impact.
Absolutely,
So,
I agree.
I mean, you might as well try him, right? Oh, Alex lost. We lost Alex, but yeah, I think Borja Mayoral will start as a striker on Thursday because he has the potentials of, of being a good striker. Right, Alex is back. Right, there you go, mate.
Yeah, there you go. Poor internet, man.
No
People
worries,
wonder,
man. No worries.
In the US, you got poor internet. Yes, we do. It's just like everywhere else in the world. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going with Borja Mayoral up front. I think, in fact, if he starts from the start, I think he can have the chances of scoring. Because, he'll probably get a tapping goal. I'm not going to lie. He's not someone who can dribble everyone and score. But at the same time, it is a goal. And it can put a question mark in Jose's mind, going, maybe should have started Borja Mayoral a bit more frequently.
But you do know the reason why he doesn't really start him. Number one, according to the books, Borja Mayoral is not an AS Roma player. He belongs to Real Madrid. The money, So he's on loan. He's here to learn. There is no. I mean, he will get his games. It all depends on what was agreed in the contract. When a player is sent out on loan, I think the parent club says, please let him feature in at least 15 or 20 matches or whatever it is, as a sub or as a starter. So it's up to the coach to say, okay, in this game, come in as a sub or start. But I think we would see him tomorrow. I mean, you'll be a good predictor for him to start, but I don't see him starting ahead of El Shomurodov because we need Shomurodov to score a goal.
Yeah,
he needs to break that jinx. He's been hitting the bar for the goalpost of the bar for too much. He needs to score a goal.
We've got a good comment saying, in my opinion, guys, the news of the day is the sale of Andrade Nzonzi. I'm celebrating continuously since this morning. Emoji of a bottle of wine or something.
Gone away.
And that means that I think I read somewhere that Al Rayyan paid 5 million for Nzonzi, which is not that much, but to be fair, I would have sold Nzonzi for bloody 1 cent or something.
Yeah, he's heavy on the books. He's really heavy. I hear
Yeah,
he commands a very high salary.
my
So
god, he
yeah,
does. So with that money, who do you think, you know, who do you think Roma can buy in January?
straightforward. We do need a defender. My mind would want to go to Zakaria, who I think they were asking for 20 million, and AS Roma was offering 15 million. But with the 5 million, add that to the 15, you get Zakaria. But no, let's go for a very very solid defender. A very
Yeah.
solid defender is who I'm pushing for. Who in particular, I don't know, but rumor has it that there's some, defenders in the Premier League who would want to go. Maybe from Chelsea, uh, Tottenham. They shit. They don't have a defender.
Yeah, Tottenham are just.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna have to go with someone. Again, just do what they did, in Vinicius' case. Go to Brazil, get someone,
Yeah, yeah.
who's really hungry and who's passionate, someone who's like a beast, pretty much someone who doesn't smile. There you go, like a yap stam, or kind of figure. But yeah,
Yeah.
a defender
So
will be who we're going for.
one of my last questions to you is, if at the start of the season, after a few matches, Roma fans and Mourinho wanted the main target for a transfer market was a defensive midfielder, do you think that moving on to this January transfer market window, Roma needs to focus on buying a defender rather than a defensive midfielder?
Phenomenal question. Now, that was the target, right? But targets change based on what we're seeing on the pitch. How do you justify Veretout, Cristante, Diawara, Bove, uh, Villa, 5 of those in that position? How do you justify that by adding another, central defensive midfielder? You got to sell at least 2 of those. They got to go. So I don't mind if you want to add, or they want to add, another defensive or central midfielder, but they have to sell 1 or 2 or loan 2 out to justify having 6, central midfielders or midfielders on the bench. It has to be justifiable. It doesn't make any sense, So I don't know what they were thinking of when they were trying to add Zakaria, in the summer transfer window. I think maybe Bove or Villa would have pretty much gone on loan.
Yeah.
But from what I mean, come on, we've considered how many goals in the Serie A already. I think 11 goals. We were 8 goals
Yeah.
before the Lazio game, so a difference of 8 goals considered. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think we are high in number of goals in terms of goals conceded already in the league, and we need to shut that up. We cannot keep leaking goals. Smalling needs to go. I'm sorry, it's heartbreaking.
Wow.
Smalling needs to go.
Big statement. I actually
Smalling
think
needs to go.
I actually think Smalling was at kind of, he had a positive impact to the Lazio game. I
Man,
mean, I wouldn't sell Smalling
he couldn't
because
catch up. Did you see his run? There was a run. He couldn't
yeah, I
even
mean,
catch up.
yeah.
He's got to go. I
No, and
mean,
it
come on, let's
comes.
call a spade. You can compare his space with that of Mancini or Ibanez, but both of them still cannot run. Look at that last goal, if I'm not mistaken, the goal whereby Immobile had to, cut off Mancini and then gave the ball to Anderson. Someone was chasing Immobile. Who was that? I think that was even. I think it should be Mancini or Ibanez, one of them, and he, there was
Yeah,
no.
yeah, no, I agree with
I mean,
that. But at the
no.
same time, I do think Smalling brings experience in defense.
Yeah, I mean he does, but come on now. Okay, so you see, if it was back in the day, right, like the Maldini days, uh, back in those days, it was more of tactical awareness. We didn't need people who had so much pace. But in today's game, with a faster game, lots of runners. You need someone who can chase up and catch up with strikers or wingers.
Yeah.
And if you look at Juventus, that is the reason why Cellini is not a regular anymore. He cannot run. He cannot catch up. So we need to evolve. As the evolution of football evolves, AS Roma needs to evolve. We need faster defenders.
Right. Last question is
Yeah.
score prediction for Thursday.
3-1. 3-1.
Precise.
No problem. Yeah, 3. AS Roma with 3 goals. We are going to leak a goal. If the last team we played from CSK Sofia, if they could score us, I don't see why these Zorya Luhansk guys could not score us. Keeping in mind, Zorya Luhansk, they have won their last 2 or last 3 games.
Yeah, they've got a
in
good
the
streak.
league.
They've got a good streak. I saw that as well.
There you go. I know they lost their last game to Bold Clint or whatever it is in the conference league, but they have a good streak compared to us. We have been up down. So
Right.
3
So
goals to
I'm
1.
gonna say I'm gonna be faithful. I think I want to be positive. I don't think Roma will concede. I'm going 2-0 to Roma, and that will prepare the best way possible for Sunday. And if Roma don't concede on Thursday and Sunday, then they've got the international breaks to reassess, and that'll be the best way to start the hell part of the season. Juventus, Milan, and Napoli consecutively will be Lucifer. Roma needs to call an angel to protect them during those 3 matches. Because if Roma have a bad defense out of those 3 matches, I seriously think Roma, can struggle even to get 1 point. So defense is key, and to prepare the best way possible, they do not need to concede on Thursday, and they do not need to concede on Sunday. It'll be tough, but challenges will come. So bonus question is score prediction for Manchester City against PSG and Milan against Atletico Madrid. That's the last question. Then I'll let you go, mate.
Okay. You said PSG Man City, right?
Yeah, I think it's in Paris. Yeah, it's in Paris.
It's in Paris.
That's a good one, man.
Man City is going to whitewash PSG,
Ooh.
which will likely lead to the sacking or no vote of confidence for Pochettino. Why do I say that? The sum is bigger than the individual.
Yeah.
Man City is a team. PSG and Messi cannot even, Messi hasn't even scored a goal. Ronaldo has scored more goals. So yeah, cut to the chase. It's going to be Man City with about 3 goals, and it's going to be PSG with about 1 or no goal. 1 or no goal. Yep.
Wow.
That is, I'm calling that big time. Yeah.
Milan,
and what other game do you want me to
Milan
predict?
against Atletico Madrid.
Oh, I know Luis Suarez is going to score a goal, but when we look at experience, Zlatan has something to prove, but I think that he is injured.
Yeah, I think he's injured.
Yeah, Giroud will score. He loves scoring in these competitions, but I think scoreline there would be a draw.
I think Milan will win. I think Milan will
2-2.
win.
I'll call it a 2-2. A draw right there.
I
Milan
say-
winning against Atletico Madrid?
Yeah.
Come on now.
I am convinced.
Come on now.
Convinced. I am convinced that Milan will win.
If you're choosing Milan to win, so you may as well say AS Roma could beat Atletico Madrid on any day. Is that what you're telling me?
Hypothetically,
Okay. Because I think AS Roma could beat AC Milan. I think so. I think so. A little bit of me says nah, but I think so.
Right. I think Milan will win. Remember this, Alex. I think Milan
keep it-
will win 2-1.
No
Right.
worries. Well, thank you very
It was a
much.
pleasure.
And
And yeah, we'll see each other on Thursday for the watch along.
definitely we will. And make sure those our beautiful watchers out there, they hit that subscriber button, and
Yep.
let's build this on. So have a good one.
Nice. See you, Alex. Thanks again.
All right. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, you heard it from the legend himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Remember this, Milan will win. I am more than convinced that Milan will win tonight. Remember this. Right, so, my score predictions of PSG and Man City and Milan against Atletico Madrid in the live chat, lads. I wanna hear your views, because Milan will win tonight. I am 1000% convinced. 1000. I might be wrong, but I think that. Right, my predicted 11 is Rui Patricio, Calafiori, Smalling, Mancini and Korsdorp, Villar and Diawara, Shomurodov, Pellegrini and Cordes Perez behind Borja Mayoral. Lads, I'm going to close this live stream now. In the comments down below, as soon as this becomes a video, let me know your predicted 11 and your predictions for Man City against PSG and Milan against Atletico Madrid. Let's read a few comments and then it'll be it from me. Hi, let's math debate for Zorya Luhansk. I do not know what that means, mate, but Smalling needs to go. Big statement from Eddie Pegas. Polnina is an excellent player. We are vulnerable in transition. A quality defensive midfielder would give us better recovery when we lose possession. Yeah, better, much quicker players would. Polnina is a Portuguese and same agent as Jose and Rui Patricio. Jorge Mendes, I think they can work something out alone. Yeah. Alex is spot on with his predictions. We'll see. But remember that Simon predicted a Milan win. And I want every single one of you guys, after Milan wins tonight, to come onto this video right now, as soon as this becomes a live stream, when Milan wins, and comment, hashtag, you were right. That's what you need to do. So remember, I'll close this. If you're new here, please subscribe, like this video as soon as it becomes a video, and follow me on Instagram if you have time, at @lowerscore the Simon Show. Right, that's it from me. I'll catch you tomorrow for Mourinho's press conference analysis /reaction. Good night, take care, and remember the Milan win. Simon out.